The MacVoices update for July 2025. This is MacVoices. Welcome to MacVoices. This is the talk of the Apple community, and I'm Chuck Joyner. This is the July 2025 MacVoices update. Yes, it's time for another update again. Can't believe how fast the summer is going. July has pretty much been Macstock month in a lot of ways, not just attending Macstock, but also bringing some of the shows to you about Macstock or during Macstock, and especially the live MacVoices panel we did at Macstock, which was 2 different MacVoices episodes. I hope you took a look at it or look at them and you got something out of them, because we had a lot of fun doing it and it was a great discussion. Macstock also continues to reverberate in my mind just because of everything that I learned there and saw there. A lot of things I'm looking forward to testing out and hopefully implementing. More of that once it happens down the road. The next thing I wanted to point out is that once again, I'm going to take a harder swing at blogging, because I've done a little mapping out of things that I would like to talk about and bring to you, some of which just don't fit the MacVoices format. So I'm going to improve the MacVoices blog a little bit with things other than just other show appearances. And I've already started a small mini-series talking about some of the podcasts that I find really important, not just enjoyable, but important. Already, as I record this, there is one up with the information on the podcast I use to start every day. Another one is coming very, very shortly, again, as I record this. And then it's going to be more of a weekly thing, hopefully maybe even a little more frequently than weekly. So check that out. You can subscribe to the blog section of the MacVoices website directly. There's a button right there in the sidebar, or in your favorite RSS reader. So hopefully it'll just add one more dimension to the benefits that MacVoices is trying to bring to you. Speaking of one of those benefits, and I sort of mentioned along the way several times, but I want to give it a little bit of a highlight this month, and that is the MacVoices magazine. It's a free Flipboard magazine that you can also access on the web or via RSS. And what I do is it's sort of my daily surfing and note-taking on the many sites that I subscribe to, with a focus on things you really need to know and things that you are going to be able to do with your Mac or your Apple technology and related technologies. So it's a lot more of a how-to kind of thing, or making you aware of what's out there that you need to know about, or that might help you get things done, whatever it is you're doing with your gear. So check that out at macvoices.com/magazine. You can subscribe to it in Flipboard, and I still think that is the best presentation of it, because it's a bit more like a magazine that works well on the iPad especially, but also on iPhone. If you don't want to go that direction, you can find the articles listed on the website, and also on, again, your favorite RSS reader. So check it out. It's one more thing, but I do think that there is something to be said for filtering out all the news and all the speculation and all the beta information, and just giving you things that the tech that's already sitting in front of you can do for you, with maybe just a little more information or a little help from this app or that. So lastly, from a publication schedule standpoint, we're going to get back to a bit more of a regular cadence soon. And I say soon because we have a lot of MacVoices Live content to catch up on. And of course, it's always coming up a new show every single week. So look for more of that right now. I've also got a number of other interviews scheduled and things that are irons in the fire that I think you will enjoy. So there's a lot coming, and I hope you'll stick with us. I would love to have your feedback on everything that's come before or anything that's coming down the line. If there's someone you would like to hear from, or a topic you'd like to see addressed, by all means, let me know. Doesn't mean I can guarantee that we can get that person or those people, but I can certainly try. With that, it's time for the support report this month. Not a lot of changes, but it's absolutely worth mentioning all these folks who help keep MacVoices going. I really, really appreciate your consistent support, and I would encourage anyone else, if you want to see your name on this list, if you want to have access to Mac Voices After Dark, which are the pre- and post-show parts of Mac Voices Live, if you want to see your name in the credits of every Mac Voices show for the month in which you contribute, that's the way to go. As little as $1, every little bit helps. Obviously, I'd rather have you supporting at higher levels, but at this point, everything is a little bit crazy out there. So any help you can give makes a big, big difference. It's surprising how much of a difference it can make. With that, this month at Platinum, we have Ash and Marty J. At Gold, we have Webb B, David G, Robert G, Tim G, and Keith M. At Silver, we have AIM, Baz, Cletus H, Craig A, Eric B, Fallen C, Brett C, Bruce E, John E, Barry M, Chuck P, George R, Andrea S, and Daniel S. And at Bronze, we have Brian F, Ronald F, Craig H, Clinton M, John M, Kevin K, Patrick N, Prop P, and Soyuz. So once again, thank you to all the folks who support us every single month. I greatly, greatly appreciate it. Unfortunately, there are bills to pay, and I take those support dollars and try to use them to keep the show going and to enhance it and make it a little better for everyone. So thank you. That's a wrap for this month. I'll be back with another support report in August, but in the meantime, there's a lot coming from Mac Voices. I hope you'll stick with us. Thanks for watching. Visit MacVoices.com for show notes and to connect with Chuck on social media. Get involved in our Facebook group or like our Facebook page, and get more out of your Apple tech with Mac Voices Magazine, free on Flipboard and on the web. And if you find value in it all, consider supporting us through either our Patreon campaign at patreon.com/MacVoices or by making a one-time donation via the PayPal link on our front page and in the show notes of each episode. You will join these fine people who help bring you Mac Voices. Advertising handled by Backbeat Media at backbeatmedia.com. Bandwidth provided by CacheFly at cachefly.com.